I think you know what time it is. I think it's time for another locomotive review. So, yes guys, welcome back to another video. And today we'll be taking a look at another narrow gauge locomotive by Wayside Works. And it is quite the loco and the model. It also, unlike the steam locomotive, runs on the 600mm track. Yeah, it's brilliant. Absolutely fantastic. Was a bit complicated. Well, I say a bit complicated to drive. I did have to look at the manual because I couldn't quite figure it out. But it does come with its own rake of wagons, which are fully working. They do tip, and you can fill them up with all sorts. I've just got a standard coal train here because I think this would be quite a nice little loco to work within a coal/quarry complex. But anyway, let's jump into it. So, you know me by now, we can't show off just one loco, we have to show off the liveries you get in the pack. So what I've done here is that there are customisable options for these locos. So I've laid them out from 0 to 5, and we'll start off with the bog standard basic version. So you've got the black one, and again you can customise it to any one of these little options that has been made for the loco. It's fantastic. Like the steam locomotive, it's done to a very high standard. To be honest, it's pretty much the norm these days for me to sort of say that about Wayside Works locomotives, because, like I said with the steam locomotive, they are really giving other developers a run for their money at the moment. So I can't, believe it or not, I can't pronounce the name or the manufacturer of these locos, but I think it's DeutzOMZ. I think that's how you say it. Maybe wrong as always, but please let me know in the comments below. I did notice in the last video that a few of you were actually quite helpful with explaining the type of track and all sorts, so thank you very much. It does help me out quite a bit, because you know me, I'm not too good with locomotive history, but I'm just here to show you what there is to offer from developers and stuff. Anyway, next livery. So you've got the lovely green livery, which is what I have over there, but you can see here that there's been added weights. So this is the first option. So there you've got 0. This is option 1. No cab with the weights, and again a superb loco. It's fantastic. It's really interesting to drive, it really is, but I'll get to that in a second. The second one, a white livery, clean. You do get a weathered variant, as you can see there, but I'll get to that in just a second. This is option number 2, with a cab without weights, as you can see, and I think it kind of finishes it for me. I do like it with a cab, hence why I've got that one over there with a cab in green. I do love it. I do like this. I've fallen in love with this loco and the steam loco. I'm actually contemplating making a narrow gauge railway because of these locos and this track. I do really like it. I love it, absolutely love it. I can't wait to see what else Wayside Works has to offer in terms of narrow gauge stock. What else? Oh yeah, of course. We've got the grey livery. This one you can sort of pick up a bit more of the weathering. It's got some dulled paint work, so like that one, it's a bit glossy, sort of fresh out the box. This one's been a bit used and abused, sort of thing. I do like the weathering though. They've really come a long way with their weathering. It's fantastic. There's no builder's plates that I can see apart from the manufacturer's plate on the grill there. I don't know what's going on with my mouse, I do apologise, it's a bit sensitive today. So then, here we go, one of the other weathered variants. This is option number 4. It's without the weights and the cab. So, for those of you who have a mine shaft sort of route, this would be sort of perfect, well the whole loco and the consist will be. But again, you can really see the detail, the amount of detail they've put into these locos now. I don't want to say this is getting ridiculous, but this is getting superb. I think it's brilliant. I really do. I love it. Again, it's another locomotive that's kind of made me speechless in a way. And then onto the second to last one. Again, we have the green one, weathered, cab with weights. So that one's the without cab with weights. I think that's it. Can't remember. So yeah, it's another weathered one. It's fantastic. Again, you can really see the weathering. It's superb. It sort of makes the little details of the nuts, bolts, and everything sort of stand out. It's fantastic. It really is. Now this one's a little curiosity. Yeah, I can't speak today. I really can't speak. Sorry about that. But this one kind of gets my curiosity going, really. This one was, I believe, used to transport peat off of peat marshes. Again, it does have its own wagons, but I do like the little sideboard running and the lights and a different exhaust, but I don't know if it sounds different from the others. I might have to try that one. I might have to try that one in the video. But I do like that one. It's a nice grubby looking loco with sideboards, lights and everything. I love it. It's fantastic. Going forward and back, it's fantastic. So let's have a look at the wagons. So yeah, you get your with your average narrow gauge railway. You can't have a a railway without any old-fashioned quarry tipper wagons, can you? Like I said, they do, I believe, animate, and you can load them and unload them with whatever. So like I said, there I've got a coal train, and this loco, let me tell you, it has no trouble at all pulling this. But then again, it is on a flat gradient. The only thing I will say is that when you load up the editor and decide to put these wagons in the game, it doesn't tell you that they're specifically for the 600mm track. I'm sure there's a reason, or I'm just a bit thick. But again, the detail, the attention to detail, even the chain link coupling as well is fantastic. Love the little shine on that. They're really coming a long way. But anyway, the all-important first drive. So let me click on this bad boy. I like that view. So yeah, this is your cab. Typical of every narrow gauge diesel loco. It's very simple. Believe it or not, you actually have to have a clutch control on this. I read in the manual that this locomotive does have a simulated gearbox. So if I demonstrate that for you, so you press R to push in the clutch, Q to go into first gear, and you're pretty much away. It doesn't have a whistle or a horn or anything. But yeah, to take it out of gear, you press R and Q, and that lever there's the brake. And you can just feel every wagon clunking into the back of it. For those of you that like a bit of diesel thrash, you can rev it in neutral. If I do... So yeah, there you go. Bit of narrow gauge thrash for you there, for the bashers. Does have forward and reverse, the reverser is down here. So, take the brake off, press the clutch down, put it in first, and away you go. And then increase the revs. Look at that! Look at the little wheels! It's brilliant! So if I take down the revs, second gear, increase the revs, and away. It's got a 4-speed gearbox, so it can go a bit fast, but not breakneck speed, so to speak. But you can, if you're a bit lazy, just leave it at full revs, put the clutch in, change gear, take the clutch back out, and away you go. Higher speed. Let's really get up to line speed here, so I'm gonna... Whee! There you go. pull speed I found out is about 14 miles an hour. Then again, it's only a quarry loco, it's not supposed to break any records. And then it's got tiny wheels. Very tiny wheels. Look at those little things go. I'm in love with it. All I'm going to say is, if Mr. Wayside or whoever from Wayside Works is watching, please make more. Please make more narrow gauge stuff. Because this is a market that I don't think has been touched by any other developer, and you are taking this market by storm with your highly detailed locomotives, rolling stock and track work. Please make more, that's all I can say. I just love it. I absolutely love it. I really love it. I've never got this excited about a locomotive add-on before. It's brilliant. I could just watch those rods and wheels all day. It's a bit like the same steam loco that they made. I could just watch that all day and just watch it go around this loop, but that'd be a very long video. Okay, that's not gone well. I've accidentally shut down the engine. Bring the train to a standstill, and they have animated all the brakes, brake rigging. Because look at that. As you can tell, it is a heavy train. I wonder what the startup procedure is. I'll tell you what, if it's going to be like the petrol loco, you get a chorus for their expansion pack, where there's like an animated crank handle, then I'm going to give it top marks. But if you just press the Z button and it just starts up, oh yeah. You know what? Nah. You know what? I'm just eating my words. I've got to remember again. Hang on, brake off. Clutch in. That was on full throttle. It does also have a sander, which is what that does. You sort of toggle it on, toggle it off. Nice, again, a nice little feature. That starting handle simulation actually caught me by surprise, I'm not going to lie. So, fair play. Fair play. Oh yeah, you do have your other views, of course. You have your head out this side, head out that side, and cab centre, which I quite like. It's kind of gives it a realistic feel, in my opinion. Looking through this window is like looking at a small TV screen. I'm just absolutely speechless at this one. I love it. I absolutely love it. I just wish there was a way to have sort of extra options to have the side panels off of it so you can see the engine at work. That'd be nice. That'd be really nice, actually. I've noticed in their manuals that it's not too detailed in terms of key prompts or hotkeys, or listing hotkeys rather. I would say it's probably something they need to work on, I think. But apart from that, the loco sort of speaks for itself, really. So, yeah, before we cut away, I was a bit of an idiot and forgot to unmute my microphone. Excuse me. Yeah, the brake rigging is animated, as you saw in the last half. We've just hopped over to the Pete locomotive, and as you can hear, there's not much difference in the engine tone. I don't know if it's... Sounds the same, but still, it's quite nice. The headlights do work, but you have to go into the F4 HUD to operate them, unfortunately. But as you can see, it does work. And if you have the sort of the highest detail setting on for lighting and all that, you can see a bit of a glow there. Only the front one, I believe, works, unless if I put it into reverse. Yeah, only the front one works, unfortunately. No big problem. Doesn't really bother me too much, but hey ho, is what it is. I mean, either way, the locomotive is still fantastic, and it's still a little absolutely brilliant thing to drive. Oh, hang on. Is that a real one on? No. Front one's on. Rear one isn't. Okay. Dunno. I mean, you can just flick it normally. The other one I don't think does anything. That's a fantastic little loco. So what I'll do is, I'll end the video, but I'll leave you with a shot of this going down the line, I suppose. I've just got to set it off first. So once again, guys, thank you for watching. I'll catch you in the next video. If you want to see more of my content, please hit the subscribe button and hit the notification bell to be notified when every video I make gets uploaded. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. See ya, bye!